Much of our lives are shaped by experiences, some of which define us through success, while others leave deep scars through trauma, rejection, or failure. It's easy to believe that these events, whether joyful or painful, shape our identity forever. Our memories, good and bad, form the narrative of who we think we are. But Carl Jung challenges this idea. He offers us a perspective that questions the very foundation of identity itself. I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. This idea doesn't simply suggest that we are in control of our actions, but that we have the power to reshape our identity, to choose the future we wish to live in, despite the history we carry with us. The weight of the past doesn't have to anchor us. Instead, it can serve as a foundation for who we decide to become, not as a limitation. We often see ourselves as the result of our past. Our past can be filled with trauma, regrets, or moments of brilliance. These experiences shape us, but do they define us entirely? What if we could challenge this idea? What if we could step outside of the story we've told ourselves and instead ask, who do I choose to become today? To begin understanding the depth of Jung's quote, we must first examine his concept of the self. For Jung, the self is not a static, fixed identity that remains the same over time. Instead, it is an ever-evolving process, a fluid and dynamic journey toward wholeness. The self represents everything we can become, an ongoing process of integration, awareness, and growth. It includes both the conscious and unconscious parts of our psyche, both the aspects we are aware of and the parts we are not. Most of us are familiar with the conscious self, the personality we present to the world. But there is another hidden part of us, the unconscious. It houses the parts of ourselves that we repress, the desires and emotions we refuse to acknowledge, and the memories we'd rather forget. These unconscious elements don't disappear. They quietly influence our thoughts, actions, and decisions, often without us realizing it. Jung's process of individuation is about bringing these hidden elements into conscious awareness and integrating them into our sense of self. It's a path toward becoming more whole, more authentic, and more true to who we really are. By acknowledging and integrating the unconscious, we uncover the deeper layers of our identity, layers that we may have been avoiding or unaware of. Thus, the self is not something we simply find or achieve. It's something we become through conscious effort, introspection, and self-awareness. Jung's concept of the shadow is central to understanding how our past influences who we are today. The shadow is the part of ourselves that we repress, those aspects of our personality or memories that we find uncomfortable, shameful, or difficult to accept. These could be desires we deem unacceptable, emotions we wish to avoid, or parts of our past that cause us pain. We tend to push these aspects of ourselves away, but in doing so, we fail to recognize that they are a part of us. The past holds the memories of our shadows. These experiences, often painful or difficult, create a hidden part of us that we refuse to acknowledge. Yet by denying the shadow, we miss an important aspect of ourselves. Jung believed that confronting the shadow is essential to the individuation process. Without this confrontation, we remain incomplete, divided within ourselves. Many people are unaware of their shadow because it lives in the unconscious. It is often projected outward onto others. When we are angered by someone's behavior, it may be because they are reflecting something we have repressed in ourselves. The shadow also manifests in how we react to stress, trauma, or discomfort. We may act in ways that feel foreign or contradictory to our conscious identity. But these reactions are the result of the shadow's influence. By confronting and integrating the shadow, we take a huge step towards psychological wholeness. It's not about getting rid of the shadow. It's about understanding it, accepting it, and integrating it into our conscious life. When we do this, we unlock a new level of self-awareness and personal growth. Conscious transformation. One of Jung's most profound insights is that we are not merely the product of our past. While the past shapes us, it does not determine our future. Choice is the central element in Jung's philosophy. The ability to choose, our capacity to respond consciously to life's challenges, defines who we are becoming, not our past. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that our experiences dictate our identity. After all, our memories, successes, and failures are so real to us. But Jung teaches us that we are not bound by these experiences. Instead, we have the power to choose how we interpret them and how we respond to them. In each moment, we can choose to define ourselves anew. This is the essence of freedom, the freedom to choose who we are, regardless of the influences of the past. The power of choice means that we are not merely the sum of our past mistakes or triumphs. We are the sum of the choices we make each day. How we react to life's challenges, how we confront our fears, and how we move forward. All of this is shaped by the choices we make in the present. Jung's concept of choice challenges us to live consciously. Instead of reacting automatically to the circumstances of our lives, we can make intentional decisions that move us toward the person we wish to become. Through the power of choice, we take control of our destiny, not by denying our past, but by choosing to rise above it. Jung's idea of the persona is a significant one. The persona is the mask we wear to navigate the world. It is the outward face we show to others, the personality we adopt to fit into society, to play a role, or to protect ourselves from vulnerability. While this persona helps us function in the social world, it is not our true self. It is a construct shaped by societal expectations, family roles, and external pressures. The persona is necessary for social life, but the problem arises when we become too attached to it. We begin to believe that the persona is the real us, and we forget that there is more beneath the surface. The persona often hides the parts of ourselves that we fear will not be accepted, our flaws, vulnerabilities, and even our true desires. The process of individuation, according to Jung, involves shedding the persona. It's about removing the mask and embracing the true self beneath. This is not an easy task because it requires us to face the parts of ourselves that we've been hiding, even from ourselves. But it's through this process of revealing the true self that we can experience freedom and authenticity. The challenge, then, is to recognize when we are acting out of a persona and when we are acting from our true self. Jung believed that by peeling back the layers of our constructed identities, we move closer to our authentic self. If the past doesn't define us, then who are we, really? This is the question we must ask ourselves. The journey towards self-discovery begins with self-reflection. We must step back and examine the roles, identities, and labels we've attached to ourselves. What parts of my identity are rooted in the past? What parts of my identity are chosen by others or by society? It's easy to slip into the narrative of who we think we are based on external validation, our career, our relationships, our achievements. But these are not the essence of who we are. They are aspects of our experience, but they do not define us. The true self lies deeper in the choices we make, in how we respond to the world, and in how we choose to see ourselves. Consider the parts of your identity that feel most fixed. Which ones are attached to past experiences? And which ones are expressions of your deeper values, your inner truth? By separating these layers, you begin to see more clearly who you truly are, beyond the roles and masks you've worn. Transformation through confronting the past. Jung often compared psychological transformation to alchemy, the process by which base metals were turned into gold. For Jung, the base metal was the unconscious, the hidden aspects of ourselves, including our shadow, and the gold was psychological wholeness and wisdom. This transformation is not simple. It requires us to confront the very aspects of ourselves we may have spent our lives avoiding. But it is only by embracing the totality of who we are, both the light and the shadow, that we can achieve true personal transformation. The alchemical process involves a deep and often painful process of purification and integration. We take the raw materials of our past, the painful memories, repressed emotions, and unresolved experiences, and through reflection, we transmute them into wisdom. This wisdom allows us to see the world and ourselves with greater clarity, understanding, and authenticity. In this process, we do not discard our past. Rather, we use it as fuel for transformation. We take the darkness of our experiences and turn it into the light of self-understanding. This alchemical journey is the heart of Jungian psychology, and it is through this process that we become whole. In conclusion, Carl Jung's teachings remind us that the journey of self-discovery is not about reaching a final destination. It is an ongoing process of becoming. We are always in a state of flux, always evolving, always integrating the conscious and unconscious parts of ourselves. Jung's wisdom offers a profound invitation. We are not defined by what has happened to us. We are defined by the choices we make today. Our identity is not a fixed point in the past, but a continuous unfolding process. Through self-awareness, choice, and integration, we shape who we are and who we are becoming. Our past may shape us, but it does not have to define us. The future is ours to create. If you're enjoying this journey through art and meaning, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want more stories like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for being here.